morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Gamion. I will be your game developer for this stream. With me, fast asleep, is my co-host Mega Kitty on the couch, all cozy, enjoying her Tuesday night. I am a AAA game developer by day and a indie game developer by night, self-funded, and nights and weekends. And working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes, and I hope to have that out middle of next year. At the moment, is currently in playtest, where I'm gathering feedback from players like you and trying to make sure the game is as polished as possible before it enters a demo. So you can kind of see the, so you give you the store link here. So you can grab a playtest copy if you like and play away. This evening I'm working on some new kick mechanics. This came from feedback from several players, including one who came in yesterday. Right now, when you kick the ball, it's a simple button press, and it kicks at the same speed every time, very, very fast. And I'm changing it. I'm going to see how it feels. It's a hold and press operation where you hold down your mouse button, and the longer you hold it, the more powerful the kick is. And I'm going to see how that feels and see if I want to replace what I got with that. So I don't know how long I'll be streaming tonight, but I would at least like to try it out and see how it looks. So anyway, so here is some Visual C++, Visual Studio. So with Unreal Engine, which is the engine that the game is being developed in, you can do things in two ways. You can either make a blueprint, which is sort of a visual coding style. You can kind of follow from left to right like a graph how the game works. Or you can use a programming language like C++. I believe you can also use Python to do things as well. I never did it myself, but I'm going to do most of the work in C++, which is kind of a deviation from past streams where it'd be maybe half and half or maybe more blueprint than not. So I'm working on the aiming ability here. So let me get my thoughts together here. And a little music. All right, so let's get to it. So here's the current kick. Let's go over here. And you just one click, and there you go. And that's it. Nothing to it. But we're going to see what it's like to hold and kick. So that's what I'm working on right now. And if you are a game developer yourself, feel free to speak up, say hello. Be happy to give you a shout out and share what projects you're working on and tell the world what it's about. Okay, so we're gonna add this ability. And I'm gonna make it project ball path. So what's going to be special here is I'm going to try to draw where the ball is going to, how it's going to travel. So that's going to be a little tricky, but definitely doable. Yeah, so after the stream last night, went to bed, I relaxed a bit, got to bed, and then I woke up in the middle of the night because I couldn't stop thinking about some of the feedback yesterday, some of the the videos from the competing game that was brought to my attention yesterday as well. And it just happens sometimes. When you're really passionate about a project, sometimes you have trouble sleeping. That's just the way it is. Alright, so let's do that, and then let's look at Dodger's abilities. Alright, where's the kick ability? Spear turret, spike trap. Here it is, kickball ability. All right, we're gonna kind of replace that. So let's do. Oh, I know I need to make a parent class for this. Go. need to sign that. Here we go, so we need a constructor. Good. Ball player, kickball ability. Okay, so if I did this right, I should have the delayed kicks in place. But it won't draw the ball trail yet. And while waiting to compile and run, let's look at some home movies of Mega Kitty. Okay, that was fun, but let's look at our build errors here. Oh. Ability to timer manager. What's this about? Oh, that was weird. I didn't change that. Huh. Got another error here. Here we go. We gotta include the other one. Okay, we're coming back up. Now, if I did it right, then the ball should only be kicked on release. Okay, so I'm holding down the left mouse button. That's good. And then, oh, it didn't kick. And it's not kicking. All right, let's have a look at that. No, it's not getting called. Actually, none of that's getting called. Let's do that again. Okay, so where did I mess up? Kickball player. Take a look at that. That all looks correct. Aiming looks correct. Local only. Okay, let me remember. Let's see, why is it not working? So if I do... So I want to play as another hero. Let's say Guthorn. So I hold his button. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so then you got your aiming here and you release. So what am I missing? Let's see. What am I missing here? First, let me double check that it is being activated. Nope, not being activated. Kickball player. Okay, let's test whether we can activate it. So let's test this. Okay. Nope, super can't activate. Alright, let's look into why that's the case. Air Force game player, welcome. Can't possess ball. Oh, that's why. Thought the kick ability already had that set. Why would these be different for... Oh, okay, I know why. Alright, so yeah, that's an easy fix. Okay, that did it. Let's do it again. Okay, holding the button down, you see there's nothing going on there, and let go. There you go. Okay. So with that, I want to now project for the ball path. So let's make sure this is getting called. All right. And this is where the real fun begins. All right, get avatar. Okay, so we get the avatar. And then we want soccer ball possessor. Oh, no, not the soccer ball physics component. Nope, possessor first. Alright, so where is that defined? I'll find out in a second after Visual Studio is no longer locked up. While we're waiting for it to respond, let's look at another picture of Mega Kitty. Oh, and we're back. Wait, is this in the shared? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, and then okay, now I want to get the component that controls the ball physics. Okay, now simulation. Now, this is the fun part, we do a simulation as if we were going to kick the ball right now. Oh, actually, you know what? We can't begin it. We need to actually get the simulation data and not actually do it. Let's see. Run solver. Is that public? I don't think it is. Yeah, it is. Great. Well, these need to be above the properties then. These should be like here. Alright, let's see if we can actually run the solver here. Which, by the way, okay, we're going to do a simulation based on where we're going to kick. Okay, current location. Typically the start location of the ball, which is where the ball is, so we'll say start rotation. All right, let's figure out what that's going to be. You know what? Let's see. Corner kickball with impulse magnitude. I think I kind of want to refactor this a little bit. We're just going to do a rough draft here. Let's see. How do we get the rotation? Yeah, this. Impulse. I'll start rotation. Actually, that's the... And that's also actor location. Kick direction, and what's the magnitude? Pulse magnitude. Okay, I want to estimate the kick magnitude, so we're going to do a quick check in the math, where I keep all my math data here. Let's see, no, not the heroes, I want the spreadsheets. This is where I keep all the stats for the heroes. It's linked to a CSV files that I import into the game. So here, let's see, let's say Dodgers. So 589. All right, so let's just say, let's run it up to 600. So let's do cons float pulse magnitude equals 600. And that's the path we're going to get out of that. Howdy, hey, welcome Jacob Dev, how's it going? Alright, and thanks for the follow too. Okay, so I'm going to run the solver and then we're going to get the ball path, and then I want to... Yeah, so I stream usually on Mondays, but I really had my mind set on getting something done tonight. Figure I'd stream that too. I'm changing the kick. I'm trying a change in the kick mechanic. It used to be a simple click to immediately kick, and I'm gonna try holding down the button and then building power, and then when you release, then it kicks with the impulse magnitude of how long you held down the button for. I want to see how that feels. My instincts tell me it's going to feel better, but it is very hard to go away from over almost 4 years of single button kicks. When you change a game mechanic that's been around for years, it's difficult. But if it's better, then you do it. You got to let go of the old mechanic. So yeah, and and this all came from player feedback. Let's see. And actually, so I had two people kind of say it was pretty important, and then I asked the other testers who didn't bring it up, and they said, well, it could be better. I think it could be better. So, all right, let's try it. Let's up or down this. Node and then ball path. So now I'm gonna try to predict where the ball's gonna go based on the player, where the player's aiming, and see if I can show that on the screen, because that's going to be like the preview that players will see. Let's see, draw, debug, line. Let's say node. Location. Start location. Oh, world. And seeing, getting feedback that asks for a major course correction, and seeing other games that come out before yours does, or are announced while you're working on yours that look a lot better. These are things that you need to accept that are going to happen, and happen a lot, and you roll with it. You say, maybe I can improve things. Let me come up with a plan. You come up with a plan, and then you execute, and then you go from there. How long should I keep this for? What's the tick rate on this? I forgot what the September. Oh, we are literally ticking. Oh, okay. Okay. Guess we can do that. Let's just hack it for now. I'm just gonna say 0.101 seconds. Did another fantasy soccer game release? No, but it's going to release around the same time mine is. It's called Spark Ball, and it is it's just like this game. Well, it's not fair to say. It's the same genre, different art style, possibly different play mechanics. I don't know yet because I've never got my hands on a demo. So show you that. I won't play the whole video over again, but it's kind of like this. Well, that's a bit messy. Let's find another not so messy screenshot. So yeah, the field kind of looks like this, and let's see. So some gameplay there. You got your heroes. You got the ball. They have abilities. Yeah, League of Legends kind of meets. So where theirs is League of Legendy, mine is more Warcrafty, and that's kind of where we have an art design difference. And to be honest, I looked at it and I thought, if 4 years ago my artist kind of mocked this up, would I go for it? I honestly don't know if that I would. I guess my heart is more set on the Warcraft style, and I can't really put into words why. Hey, welcome, welcome, sheep. I'm just gonna screw the name up even worse if I try to. I think. So yeah, and the thing is, my original vision for this was to have more of a humorous tones to it, maybe more like this. And boy, this reminds me of Pokemon Unity. But that kind of melted away. I just kind of lost interest in the humor side of it a little bit. Now compare that with Field of Heroes, and what you got is more of a Warcraft. I actually said Heroes of the Storm to my artist. It's kind of more of a, I don't know what the word, maybe gritty, maybe more darker, serious. This one, this is pretty wild. Yeah, so, things like that. And it's a different camera angle too, different abilities, a lot more of this stuff going on. And so far, I guess I'm content with it. I can't keep waffling on the style every time a new style comes out. I just say, look, I'm going to do it this way, and so be it. So that's the style differences here. And yeah, theirs does look a little more modern, I think. But I guess I just like this, and I want to stick with it. And even though I will admit, having the high quality heroes here, and then these really simple polygon crowd members there. It's a bit of a contrast, I'll grant you, but these are very not expensive to render. So yeah, I need that performance too. So that's the differences. Yeah, crowd is very hard, but I don't want to do a 2D crowd. Because I want the crowd. The crowd actually does react with plays, and I think that's really cool. I don't know if their game does it, but yeah, I want the crowd to be engaged with the game. So I think, let's see, draw, start, stop location. I wonder if I did this right. So yeah, what happens is, like, if you've got the ball and then you get tackled, the crowd will actually gasp sometimes. It's sort of a random roll there. The crowd is always watching the ball, or they're watching you. That's actually a thing I implemented. So little things. In fact, even the crowd background, I took your standard, stadium ambience, and I reduced the let's look at statics. I reduced the pitch, so it sounds more like a deeper orc voice kind of crowd. So I've been on this for about 4 years, and I only work on this in my spare time because I have a full-time job doing developing other people's games, because I can't seem to get enough of game development. And I've never had my own. I've been kind of tinkering with game development in various levels for the past 40 years. Never really had my own blockbuster hit. I don't know if this one's going to be one or not, but I don't know. I think I've been working on other projects and getting things done, but when it comes to my own, I don't know. I guess I'm just not wired to in the same way that a lot of other indies are. But I just do what I like to do. A run solver is not a const function. Okay. Yeah, making games is hard. Maybe that's one of the reasons I like it. So anyway, so yeah, I've been at this almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years come end of January-ish, and then I'll need another 6 more months before this is actually out the door. And this is one of the hardest things you could do, not just the game development, but the marketing. That's a whole different thing that you have to do, and it's very hard for a solo dev to do. That said, I'm technically a solo dev and self-funded, but I do have an art team who I pay to do the artwork. So I'm not really solo, but I am the only developer. So take with that what you will. All right. So if this works, then you should see a line that goes from the hero to where the ball is going to end up. And to make it easier, I think I'm going to do it in a practice field right here. So this is a practice field that is going to be released for players. They will be able to play this field, and it's a sandbox. And they can walk around and try their weapons out, try different players, and all that. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, it's working. Okay, well, it's a little weird, but so I'm holding the button down, and this is going to be where the ball is going to land. So let's see if this is where the ball lands right that place. Nope, not even close. Oh, probably because of the friction. But no, that should have been factored in though. What if I did this? Yeah, that's wrong. Okay, is that a dynamic obstacle? Let's see. Yeah, it's probably because it's aiming. It's maybe not factoring in the radius of the ball right. That's interesting. Because the path is fully predetermined, and every player, when I kick the ball, it sends a message on the network to all the players saying, "Hey, I'm kicking the ball from this location." Oh, that's right, because I'm giving it the wrong. I'm giving it different coordinates from the player. That's why. So yeah. So what happens when I kick the ball? is I send a message to every player in the game to the server who dispatches it to all the players, and it says, hey, I'm kicking the ball from this location in that direction. And then every player, including the server, will calculate the path of the ball individually, independently, but they should all come to the same conclusion because they only calculate on static objects that never move. So once they all calculate the ball path, then the ball will appear to be synchronized between them. And that's how that works. So, but it sounds like the hold, I'm starting to like this hold already. Because I feel as a player, I want to have more control over this. So I'm gonna, so we're gonna make this more accurate as we should. So to do that, we're gonna have to refactor the component a little bit. I need to expose the for the player who's kicking the ball. I need to expose where the ball is gonna start and the kick impulse and all that. So I'll start with that. So how do I expose that? So let's start with owner kick ball. So I want to, so here's where some of these calculations are done. That's where we get the magnitude. Okay. This is where we do the math. So we're going to say get owner kick start location. Start location and direction. That's what we want. I'm doing this in C++ because I want it to run fast, and I'm familiar with C++, so it's easier for me to maintain. Okay. We're gonna use this function here. All right, so let's say kick the ball. So really, we just need this. Oh, probably want an intended possessor as well. Maybe I need to expand this a little bit. Intended possessor, we need that. Locus rotation. Okay, and then we'll say out intended possessor. Ooh, actually, you know what? I'm glad that this is going to give me back the possessor because I could use that in the ability. If the ability will say, "Hey, you're gonna kick the ball to your teammate," yeah. So this will that we can visualize it and maybe even force the ball to go in their direction, even if your aim is a little off. Okay. Now this we don't need here. Or do we? Let's see. No, we don't want the impulse magnitude yet. Okay. Kickstart info. Uh, I think this will work. We're gonna make that a public function. Based on the player's current aim. Based on the owner's current aim. So, alright, and then this will be the world location where the ball will begin its physics simulation. Direction the ball will initially go in. The intended ball possessor. Actually, the actor the ball is being kicked to, based on the owner's current aim, or null if none. Okay, that should suffice. Now I want to make this call itself, so we're going to do enter kickstart location. First I want to make sure it compiles before I change any existing code. And we have Visual Studio freezing up. There we go. I want to call, and I also want to call this from here. While that's building, I can start writing this code. Got an error there. Alright, let's see what it's complaining about. Oh, once it, okay. Alright, that I do need to pass in. But wait a minute, why do I need that again? Oh, okay, getting the aim assist, okay. It's for aim assist. You gotta have aim assist. Alright, let's see if it now compiles. And while we're waiting for it to compile, let's check on Mega Kitty. She's under her sheet, sleeping away. And while we're waiting for that, I think I want to just kind of looking who's here. I want to give some shout outs while we're waiting for this to come back up. Starting with, yet again, Just Cavino, one of our loyal viewers. Ought to make you a VIP at this point. So let's give them a shout out. And on this channel, we're out the red carpet. We actually play a clip from the stream. Was that the clip? That was interesting. Um, so another regular who I should also VIP is Air Force Game Player. I'm going to take another risk here. He does an 18 over Jackbox stream, but he does have some general audience clips as well. I'm going to take a shot at it and see if it works out. Hoping for the best. And not ready to get up yet.
What the heck is this? Those last second votes in now.
I did not see that coming.
Should probably clip that one for Nugs.
That was a good one. That's right, I did introduce you to the Lincoln Money Shot. That was one of the greatest things I've ever done. Okay, kickstart direction, and then... Oh yes, kickstart direction. Times 600. Oh yeah, times the impulse magnitude. Actually, no, I want to get the Possessor's max impulse magnitude, make this more... That's right, 8-year stream anniversary is Sunday, 5 p.m. Do not miss it. I know I won't. Let's see, get max. That's what I think we'll try that. I think that'll be a better measurement for this. Now we can get rid of all of this here. Kick info, and so there should be more continuity between. Oh wait, I gotta get the ball rotation too. And it's gonna freeze again. Stop. Okay, don't need this, but we'll get the ball rotation. We'll put that up there. It's current time, put it up there. But we have everything else. So we should get a fairly consistent path here. So if I did this right, then the lines should be more in compliance with where the ball is going to land. So let's see if I did that right. I may need to change more code in the possessor component, but we'll see. All right, let's see if there's consistency now. Let's do something simple like, let's see if that works. Yeah, I think we got it. Let's try this. All right, this is like playing pool now. So this should bounce off these three targets. Let's see if it does. Oh yeah, that's great. It works. So this is a new hold kick mechanic. So just so you know, if you're still watching, this is what I'm aiming for. So now you hold the ball, but here's the thing: I'm going to make it so you charge up, and as you hold, and then when you release, then it will kick, and you will see the path. Well, did that not follow? I don't know if that followed right. Well, that's crazy. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so it's kind of like that, but obviously I'm going to have a better looking trail. Now here's the thing. Here's the idea I got earlier today. So one of the advantages of doing this is you can that you can do very short kicks ahead of you, so you can keep running. So you can run without the penalty of having the ball possessed, and just keep kicking it ahead of you in very small kicks. But you risk losing it to another player. That said, what I'm thinking is you hold it for maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then you'll be at maximum speed. But then, if you keep holding, it will enter another level of powering up. And when you release that, that's the power kick. That's the one that's going to tumble enemies in front of you, maybe. Of course, now there's that. And the one that will make the ball go farther than standard speed. And I think that is what I think that's the mechanic I want. I tried having the power kick as a separate ability, and it just didn't feel right. And this feels better to me. I think this definitely feels better. So let's see. Let's bounce off here. Yeah. So I think that there's a better than not chance that is going to bring the kicking game to a better place. The only other thing I can think of doing is some verticality, where I can kick it over an opponent, but I don't know how I'd want to control that. And I'm going to shelve that until we get this working. So now the next step is, now we've got 2 places where we do this calculation. Oh, let me clean up my bookmarks here. And Visual Studio is frozen again. Well, it's one thing I can do when Visual Studio is frozen. Oh, and we're back. So, don't need this. Don't need this. Okay, so we have these calculations in 2 places. One is here, and the other is right here. And so now we want to consolidate this. We don't want to have duplicate code around. No matter what language or game engine, you want to really avoid that. So, how do we fix that? Well, let's see. We can probably, let's do kickstart location, vector, kick direction. Then we get, now we call this code. Pulse magnitude, kick start location, kick start direction. Nope. Should be start direction. Yeah, we can change that. Okay. So we get this info, so we already have all this, but let's go line by line, make sure we're not throwing anything out, which is like right here. If the possessor is valid, then kick with at least as much impulse. This I may need to change based on... actually, maybe I don't need to change that. Actually, no, I think I do. This will need to change somehow. But we'll get back to that. Alright, so, but everything else is like a clone. So if I split the window here, starting with this define. Yeah, it's about the same, roughly. Kick direction, start location. Oh, just realized this. This is going to be null. Otherwise, it'll be undefined. We don't want that. Always assign to your out parameters. All right, so with that out of the way, let's get rid of this. And make sure it still builds. Speaking of verticality, we have right now it's a hard-coded number right now, so the ball won't go straight, it will go up a little bit. But it won't go up too far because this is intended to be a flat surface ball solver. It's not really optimized for handling verticality very well. Oh, I didn't miss the input parameter. That would be the impulse magnitude. Oh, a kickstart. Oh, intended possessor. That's the next one. There we go. And while I'm at it, let's see, kick direction. I want to make it not look so weird when I'm aiming around. What was the 0.1 seconds? We're going to do, let's change that. Let's make this time since last ability tick. Actually, no, last ability tick time. And then here, let's see, let's do, we're going to estimate the tick duration like this. So it shouldn't really like shadow itself too much. So that should look tighter. Alright. So if this works, the ball should still go where it's predicted. And on top of that, it should look a little cleaner when I'm pathing. Yeah, it left one of the things up, but the path is clearer otherwise. Okay, we're gonna do 1, 2. All right, I can track this. Here we go. Okay. So looking good. I still want to verify more about the path being correct, but I think we're at a good enough point here. Let's see, current time. Oh, just gonna hack it real quick so that we don't get that hanging line there. And let's see how that looks. And while we wait for this compile to run, we have another rising indie game developer star in our midst, and that's JetMNZ. It's making some incredible game that I can't wait to see released, but it looks like it's going to be a while because of all the work it's going to take. So let's have a quick look at that and play a clip here.
For it, but I can't remember. Just grab yourself a spare, then make sure everything's selected. And this is kind of an annoying part about it as well, but if you cut in one direction, just make sure that you've had fill and clear outer, and if it does the wrong way, change it to clear inner. But if you clear outer and you keep moving anti-clockwise and you select everything, use the bisect tool, it should do it in the direction you need. So bisect, and if it's the wrong way, because if it looks like this, then it's just the wrong way. You need to clear the outer. And then you
Cool. Yep. So there you go. So yeah, we get a nice. We got a bunch of talented game developers coming by, And that's the thing. If you're a game developer and you're kind of getting established, or even if you are established, there are plenty of streamers online who you could collaborate with, as far as maybe watching them work on their project, maybe helping to test it or give them feedback, things like that. It's always good stuff. So now the next step for my project, so I got this in place now, this is all working, is, and this is where it's going to get a little tight here, now I need to break off so currently this class relies on the kick ability class. There's two kick ability classes, the old one and the new one that I'm writing now. Here's the old one and the new one. But now I need to make this completely independent. So that's going to be a little bit of work, but it's necessary work. So to do that, let me take a look at player aiming ability here. I may need to copy and paste a bunch of this code, unfortunately. Let's see. I'm trying to convince myself. Maybe I don't need to. Target ability. Because I want this ability to control how powerful you kick the ball. And I didn't really design for that ahead of time, so I got to think about this for a second. Okay, I'm still thinking. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Where's the target ability? Here we go. Okay, so maybe we don't need to... Oh, okay. No, I think I know what I'm going to do here. Let me stop this. Ability tick. We're not going to call the super. We're not going to call this. We're going to do some of this, though. Okay, this is where we actually would kick the ball. And then in the ability, and that's that. We don't need to, well, we don't really need to call the blueprint flavor. That's just going to cost the cycles we don't want to use. Alright, so we're going to project the path. Actually, no. We check test for the release first, and then we project the path. And then we make a new function for kicking the ball. And then the ball kicking ability. I'll make a note here. Let's see, kickball. Normally this is when we would activate the target ability, but because we control the kicking magnitude. We let's see, because we control the kicking magnitude. Wait, was that canceled? Okay. We perform kick the ball here in this class. Alright, so we kick the ball there, and this is where we actually kick it. So, well, how does the other ability kick? Owner kick ball. Okay, so what we're going to do is get the possessor, and then we're going to kick the ball. Actually, wait a minute. Can kick. No. Owner kick ball with impulse magnitude. That's what I want. And we're going to do, for now, we're just going to do the same one as before. I just want to kick from here. So I'm taking this step by step, because the more code changes you make between compiles, the more you can kind of get lost. At least that's kind of happens to me sometimes, especially if you're switching context between streaming and developing and other thinking about other things too. So we're waiting for that to compile. Oh, well, that was quick. Oh, I didn't declare it. Let's go over here. I don't need this. So anyway, while we move to this to compile, I'm going to show you the spreadsheet I made. This is how I track my hero stats in the game. So I have a bunch of data of CSV files that I put like raw numbers in, like here's one of them, like max speed, hero speed, speed with the ball, speed with the weapon, and all that. Pretty cool stuff, I think. Oh wait, what's wrong with this picture? What did I miss? Oh, const. So anyway, spreadsheet. So this is where I set the player stats, and then what I do is I import them into Unreal Engine. This is a straight up import from the CSV file, and there's two columns. There's the tag, and then gameplay tag, and then there's the value. So yeah, I normally edit it through a text editor. I don't like editing things through the spreadsheet when they're calculated. Anything that's imported data or calculated, I don't like doing that. And you also have like weapon damage here for different weapons. You'll notice that I include the hero name with the weapon and with the projectile. That's not something you normally would do in hero games because, well, maybe it is. The reason I did it was so that I can associate the hero with the weapon more easily. These weapons are not interchangeable. If this were like a shooter game, well, yeah, then they'd be interchangeable, and I wouldn't affix the hero name to these. But the heroes cannot mix and match weapons in this game or abilities. That's not how it's designed. Okay, so let's see if this still works. But the cool thing with the spreadsheet is I can do calculations. Like now I can kind of see all the speeds here, so I can compare them. So I can follow rules like melee heroes should be faster than ranged heroes, for instance. Alright, let's see if this kick works. Okay, now let me double check that the kick was sent from 100% within this class. Good. Good, so this other ability is out of the loop. Good. So, or you know what else I could do? Oh, I just got a better idea. This is even better than what I was doing just now. We're going to roll back the last couple of changes I just made. Well, not this change. But I'm going to call the parent class, yeah, for ticking, ability tick. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into the other ability. Oh, I can't do it. It's a different class. Never mind. I can't do it. All right, back to what we had. Okay, so this works. Now we're going to start getting interesting. Now we're going to track the time. Let's track when we started aiming. So what do I override for that? I think it's activate ability, I think. Now let me verify that. Activate ability, that's probably what we want. I'm going to keep it simple here. Alright, super activate ability. I think we're done with this. Oh, there's no super for this. Fair enough. Okay, I want to make sure we get here before I go further. So I got some rules here, like every ranged hero must have a movement speed penalty when they're firing. Melee heroes' base movement speed must be greater than any ranged hero's movement speed when they're firing projectiles. That way, they will always catch up to you, and it discourages ranged heroes from just shooting all the time. Oh, what did I break? Oh, the cons again. In fact, we're going to say float hold start time. Okay, hold start time. Okay, this is where things are going to get interesting. Let's say, hold start time. Let's make it so if I hold for a few seconds, then it will get it at full power. So let's do float. Get current kick magnitude. And by the way, I like to write my functions top to bottom in the order of which they're called. It makes it easier for me to track them. So let's see, we're going to get avatar actor. World validity, and Visual Studio is frozen again. There we go. Time since hold. Let's see, hold duration. Oh, you know what I want to do is get to the processor component. Avatar actor. Let's float current time. This is the world. Alright. Equals current time. Hold start time. So we know, and then let's see, let's return. Let's float max speed equals max. Yeah, max kick impulse magnitude. Float current kick magnitude equals, let's see, let's say, max hold time, say 5 seconds, equals, what was the math function for getting, I forgot the function. All right, well, let's do the easy way. Current time is, let's see, current magnitude is current time, I'm sorry, no, hold duration divided by max hold time times the max and kick impulse magnitude. Okay. Alright, so that's current tick magnitude. Here, and then here. I'm really curious to see how this looks. So you have a 5-second charge time, which I'm not the final product, it's just something I'm... Oh, you know what? I could make that per hero. Okay. Oh, ability system component. All right, what we got? Got a few actor info. Okay, I think we're good. Actually, melee has at most a small speed penalty when using a weapon. I haven't imported the data for a while either. Let me do that. There we go. So we also have some stats on health and weapons, like the weapon ranges, melee versus range, and so on. DPS stats, health, in-cap durations as well. So yeah, it's all here, and it's important for balancing. All right. So if I did this right, we should see the line grow from the ball rather than always being that same length. Let's see if I did it right. Hey, look at that. It's growing up to the max. Okay, let's see that grow again. This is really the ball charging. Yep, there you go. So now we have press and hold kicking. So yeah, this was the bare minimum of what I want to get done tonight. Press and kick holding. So what's next? So I need to start coming up with how many seconds should it be till max charge and so on. So I'm thinking about how I want to do that. I think I want to be able to configure it per hero. Just maybe that would be at least a starting point. So let's go back. This is the ability that we've added. I'm going to need to make some changes here. All right, but yeah, I think we're on fire now. This is what I wanted. So let's start doing some properties here. Could do, let's see, defaults only. Scalable float. I want to call this duration. Well, you got a duration. Maybe I could do a curve. See, here's the thing. We have, hey, Swashbuckling Fox, welcome. Good to see you here. So everyone, this is Swashbuckling Fox, also working in Unreal Engine, and also working on an exciting project. Deals with a lot more animation than mine does. So let's take a quick look at that.
Stay back. Lend me your strength. This one's for you. We'll be right there.
Not his game, but his game will have sick animations, so that's for sure. So anyway, so back to this, or I could do a curve. Like I could say over time, this will be the I can have it a uniform curve for everyone. Actually, maybe that's I should do that now. So we'll do object pointer curve float. Let's see, call it kick impulse over hold time. So I'll show you what I have in mind there. So let's go here, in place abilities, make a new float curve. What did I call it? Kick impulse over hold time. So what I could do is say, let's make a key here, starting at 0. So when you initially press the button, we don't really necessarily need this to be, the impulse doesn't need to be 0 necessarily. You can have a base, let's say, what was the max for the hero, like 100? Oh yeah, we need to do their, we actually need to factor in their kick impulse. So this will be a multiplier, I think. So let's start with 0, and we'll do, let's say, maybe 10% of their kick speed, or kick power. And then we'll add another key. I want to add a key. Thank you. And then let's say at 3 seconds, we'll be at full power. And that's a long time, though. 2.5 maybe. All right, so that'll be, all right. And then, so over 2.5 seconds, that'll take us to maximum. But here's the thing. I wanted to go above maximum as well, and kind of start a second, power up. So here's my vision: is when you're powering up the ball. Oh, and by the way, I need to make sure you can still run while powering the ball. You will lose movement speed as you power it up. Okay, so you still run. Good. The idea is you lose more movement speed. Like, so you're at 10% power, then you're running at 90% movement speed, and that's going to be a nice can of worms on its own. But we'll see. Let's see if we can get this curve in and make that work for us. So we're going to say back to get current. So we'll say max impulse, float, curve value, kick impulse. Actually, this is no longer quite accurate. This is now a multiplier. So we'll say kick impulse multiplier over hold time. And then we'll use the curve. And we must have a curve. I could do this for individual heroes later, but for now, we're just going to make it uniform. But different players already have different kick power speeds anyway, so that's just fine. Alright, so we got these checks. We'll say current time, hold duration, kick impulse multiplier equals get float value, I think it was called. Hold duration. Okay. And then current kick, see, max hold time, we don't care. Max, do care. Okay, that's better. Now we're going to hook that curve in shortly. Oh, and by the way, if anyone wants to change their stream avatar, you should be able to go to. If you look under, get my stream here. Yeah, go under the about. Yeah, scroll all the way to the bottom of the Twitch page, and then there's a stream avatars section. You can change. I think you can change your avatar there. It's at the very bottom. So go check that out. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is growing on me. I think this is going to be better than the way the kicking used to be, which was just a one-button press. Because I did want to emphasize immediacy, immediate responses of controls. But this has value because it'll let you power kick at will. You have control over the velocity. You may want to, not always kick at this max velocity all the time. All right. So let's see. Oh, let's fit. Okay, good. And let's see if this works. So we should get a snappier response. It won't take 5 seconds. Should take about maybe 2.5 seconds. So let's try it out. There you go. Yeah, so you're watching the end of the... Oh. You know what? It seems to almost... the way it grows, I may need to alter that curve a bit. It seems to be growing almost not linear, even though this is. Maybe what I need to do more like this. See how that, and that's another reason to use a curve. Watch this. So it should not like explode into maximum. Oh, okay. Well, actually, that made it worse. Let's try the other way. Might need to. So it's going to start a little faster like this. All right, let's try that. Whoa. Nah, that's way too much. Maybe I'll just get rid of this key here. I may have to tweak this a little offline. But we got this curve. I think we are going to mess with the curve a bit to make it more smoother to end to end. So, but yeah, we're making progress here. So, what now? Now I want to control the movement speed. Oh, he caught it. Bam. You know, I think I do want it to go faster initially. Let's say another key here. Hey, Gentleman Z, welcome. You gonna stream tonight? Let's do like this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I'm still, I don't know, I like the whole audience interaction bit on streaming. I used to be all like heads down, I'm gonna program and you can just watch, but let's make that a little faster. But I think I'm getting better at this. And I love the, man, I wish I had a clip of some of your really neat clouds. You gotta have more clips of that. Oh, that was slow. Oh, hey, he missed. Oh, almost had it that time. So it does seem a little harder to kick to the goalie, which I'm not really opposed to. And psych. Oh. Wait a minute, is this using the new goal? I thought I made the goals wider, actually. Oh yeah, that's the new wide goal. Got him. Okay. Alright, yeah, that feels better. So now I need to commit my changes because I've made so many of them. You don't want to make too many changes in between source control commits, or otherwise you could get yourself in a hole that you can't dig yourself out of easily. So, yep, easy curves. Yeah. So I'm making it so instead of single click to kick the ball, making it so you hold the mouse button down, and then the velocity grows, and then you aim to where you want to kick to, like that. So, yeah. So, and I'm liking it already. Oh, I didn't consider dynamic objects, but that's kind of by design. They're too difficult to calculate in. But so the point is, I'm going to give the players the ability to more control over not only the kick power, but I'm going to make it so there's going to be a trade-off here. As you're holding down the kick button, you move slower down to a certain degree. I may even have a separate curve for that, actually. The other thing is if you keep holding after like the maximum kick speed, then you'll stop running. You'll stop moving entirely. But if you hold the button down for another second, then you'll do a power kick. So it's all trade-offs. So you more kick power, less speed, and that's how it is. I think it's going to work out pretty well. I'm really warming up to it. I was unsure yesterday. I was unsure a week and a month ago. Like a month ago, it wasn't even on the radar. But now, because this is in response to player feedback that I got as recently as yesterday, and B, I think the kicking game right now is kind of lame compared to the combat. It's just one button kick. You can't really control the ball. You just control the aim, and that's it. So with this, I think it brings more depth to the kicking game. You can do more things with it. I'm eager to see the power kicks working for everyone too. So we'll see how this pans out in the next playtest. And I'm going to give an advanced copy to people who have a key to the full game, which isn't released yet. And so they can kind of give it a precursory spin. One other thing, though, is I'm going to need to replace these debug lines with actual decals, probably. I'd like to do... Here's the thing. If you got a lot of bounce reflections like this, that could be like a bunch of different decals. And I want to try and render this in one spline with hard control points somehow. I don't know yet. I want to render like a rail or a track. I don't know how to do that yet. I may even leave this in for testing purposes for a limited time. But yeah, this is how it looks. So the movement speed. So I want to commit things. So so let's looking. I don't want to commit this. I do want to commit that. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to make all the players. And by the way, the AI are still gonna use the old kick. That's the beauty of this. The way the abilities are set up. There's actually 2 kicking abilities that the player hero is going to have. This is the old ability that the AI is going to use, and this is the player ability. But I have to test to make sure the AI still kicks correctly. So, there's that. So anyway, let me save my stuff here. Oops, notepad. Yeah, that's what you're saying to me. That's a spline that's drawing the line. No, actually, I'm just drawing debug lines. So, I wonder if there's something on Fab for that. For drawing, like, on rails. I wonder if they're drawing splines and stuff. That might save me some time for the right price. I'll have to look. Okay, so code changes. This looks right. A little refactoring here. Oh, good. This didn't change at all. So I'm going to remove this from the commit. Ball physics. Oh, that is ball physics component. I think I had a double line somewhere. Yeah, right here. Let's get rid of that double line. Yeah, so this is the wonderful world of C++. Hey, thanks for the follow. Good to have you here. And I'm going to move these up a little bit. This is kind of ugly while I'm at it. Yeah, that fits in one line. And, oh, what is that? Oh, is that a follower goal? You know what? I don't even set my own follower goal. It's just Twitch keeps moving the goalposts. Really what's important is the people who are seeing the game. So, yeah, run the solver here. And, back to code review. Good. Yep, there's the new stuff. Yeah, I moved this. Where did I move that? Yeah, up there. This looks good. Abilities. Yeah, that's virtual now. Okay, and this stuff. Oh, encounter folders. Yeah, so check this out. And Jed, this might be interesting to you, Jed, and Swashbuckling Fox. At least I use Plastic SCM, which is now Unity Source Control. Sometimes these folders appear. Enc temp folder when I'm running the editor. So what I like to do is close the editor before a code commit for 2 reasons. 1, I don't want to commit the temp folders. Number 2, I sometimes forget to save assets. So you don't want to forget. And I want to add some comments over here. So let's go to there's no comment. Yes, it's one of my pet peeves is no comments in the class. My kickball. What was the comments for? Oh, there's no comments there either. Ugh. Well, let's fix that. Let's see. Gameplay ability for kicking the ball for the owning player to kick the ball. With at their maximum kick impulse. Okay, and then for the other one, gameplay ability for the owning player to kick the ball at an impulse dictated by how long the ability is active. All right, let's make sure that builds. Never commit before making sure you build. Ever. I did that once or twice and I was not happy. These function names do not have comments yet. I want to do a little more work before I add comments there. Until they're more finalized. While I'm waiting for this to build, I do want to see if Fab has anything. Oh, I don't think did I check the December free assets yet? you gotta check the limited free assets every time. All right, medieval village. Wait, is it? Oh, that's pretty dark. I don't think I could use this. Yeah. So if anyone on any Unreal Engine developers, check Fab for free stuff. There's okay builds. All right, let's do that. Finish that commit then. Commit description. Oh, let's check these off first. We want all of these. I don't want to commit these yet. Yeah, I don't need to yet. These all need to be added. Initial implementation of player aimed kicks. Alright, so that's committed in the cloud, and we're back here. Actually, I think I want to take a moment to maybe play a match with what I have so far. Oh no, I want to change the movement first. Well, let me wait for this to build. So how do I affect the movement? Let's see. I may need to access the character movement component directly. Let's see, what can I do here? Ah, yes, here we go. Get max speed. The attribute set. So how do I, with this ability active, how do I tap into the curve from here? I might need to set a value in the character components when the ability is active and then reset it when it's inactive. It's a little ugly because I prefer to check for gameplay tags, but I think the needs here are too unique. Not only that, but movement speed. How do I do this for other instances? This is a network game, so I got to think about who else is going to be doing this, because that's a local ability for aiming. If I only change the local speed, what happens for everyone else? That could cause problems. All right, gotta think about that again. That might actually be a deeper problem that I need to look into offline. But what I think I will do is play a quick match, because I like to do that on stream sometimes when I'm in the breaking point. Oh, and by the way, I don't think Jedem, you've seen, there's another Steam game that's coming out around the time that mine is. It's pretty much a direct competitor called Sparkball. So I want to show you that real quick. This is coming out around the time that mine's coming out, and they do it with a different art style.
Here comes the snooker special.
They got the rail going. They got the kick ready. that's their version. Obviously, mine isn't as polished as theirs, but of course they probably got a bigger team behind it too. Yeah, it did come out. Well, I don't know. It's been in development for a while. Just really hasn't really gotten. Well, I don't know. Actually, I have to look through social media to see where they are with things. And then I got mine, which by the way is mostly gameplay footage. Because maybe I won't say it's too much footage, but I will say that I definitely want people to know what to find. Yeah, mine, different style, of course, more Warcraft style than theirs. But yeah, I still think there's plenty of space in this genre for improvement. And you got Rocket League, you got Omega Strikers, which came out a long time ago. Well, not long, but this is a free version, but it's more of a kind of a closed-in arena. Yeah, they got a lot more kind of flair and animation. Yeah, and competition is healthy. It'll be great for all of us. I think, it's healthy for all of us. All three of us are kind of looking at what we're doing, and there's different flavors of this for everyone. If you want to play Rocket League and you don't care for this perspective, then so be it. If this suits your style, then play it. Or just play them all. So we got there's plenty of and then we can all look at each other and improve and all that. So yeah, that's what we got going. So let me go ahead and let's look at my builds. Perf test. Yep. So latest on mine. Oh, I do want to look at Fab again before I sign off. I want to see if they can render rails, trails and stuff like that. I really like this screen. Let me get more visible a bit here. So we're just going to do custom match. We're going to use the the standard field. And that'll be my main. So again, 9 heroes to choose from. 3 defense, 3 midfield, 3 forwards. Forwards are kind of there for running game and scoring goals. Defense is for blocking goals. They're a little slower, but they are stronger. And they also have longer in-cap times. Midfielders are support. They help the forwards get to the other side of the field. And the funny thing is, when I started making this game, I thought, in my ignorance, I thought, I can get this done in 2 years, and it's just a sports game. I mean, how hard can it be to make a brawler like this? And I discovered how hard it is. Like, big time. Not just making the game, but marketing too. I am still in awe of how difficult it is to market an indie game. Now, that said, if you're... Oh, I ignored where I wanted to kick. That said, if not all indies... Well, if you may make your game... Maybe you don't want to make a commercial game. Maybe you just want to make a game for fun. Maybe a jam or whatever. You don't have to worry about... You don't want to worry about that stuff. So, more power to you. It seems that these pros focus on one thing. Put a lot of different abilities and chaotic gameplay, while the other had more of a character collector vibe. Yeah. And really, the Spark Ball, it really kind of, to me, it hinted of a kind of an a background stories and even an ecosystem. And they said rewards, and they showed the esports stuff, and they know these are potentially good esports games. and I know it is too, which is why I wanted to have Twitch integration. But that is so not important at the moment. I'm working on the getting the game mechanics is number one right now. That, and I got some feedback about the banner art yesterday as well. The cartoony banners on my store page are different from the Warcraftian look of the game. But I don't know if I can afford to clean those banners up or not, because I'm near the end of my financial commitment. Paying my artists out of my own pocket. I just can't do it as, I did it for years, and I just can't do it anymore. It's time to say, look, this is content going to be content complete. I will have to make changes on my own and learn if I need to. So, yeah. So there you go. But yeah, marketing is very challenging. And on a side note, I have a marketing channel on my Discord where I pick up things and I like to post it there. I am more than happy to share what I've learned with you, with Swashbuckling Fox, with Mad Chirpy, with all the rest of you, Just Cavino as well. Be very happy to share what I've learned, because what I'm learning a lot lately. And my attitude is even changing a bit. Most recently, the change my attitude is from, well, you can change heroes, by the way. I love that mechanic. I don't know if you can do it in those games, but I love it. But my attitude is changing from focusing on getting wish lists and getting follows and getting likes to simply putting out what I've been up to, as in dev diaries, updates, shorts of gameplay, play tests, and posting them all over YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, which I haven't really done well lately, but I need to, and just doing that and not worrying about trying to meet certain metrics and goals, but just putting them out to say, hey, I'm making a game, check it out, how do you like it? Follow the development, join the journey that I'm on to release it. Get invested in it maybe if it's a game you want to play. See, and then give me feedback for play tests. And well, what did he do? Things like that. But try to have more fun with it. Just kind of share what you're doing, and when you do post clips, you post on X, you post on these sites, you post on YouTube, then you're creating a flash in the pan. But if you create enough flashes in that pan, then maybe an influencer, combined with reaching out to influencers, which is also very big, important, that combine those two, and you have a good chance of getting those bumps that you need. Just focus more on making content, unique content that's fun to watch and fun to engage in, and then post it around. And focus on that. Don't focus on I'm 100 short of my goal. Maybe if I pay someone $100, they'll do some ad buys. Don't focus on that. Just focus on the content, and try to have fun along the way. So I'm kind of ranting here, but it's come up a lot lately, and it's really driving my thinking on the game. Oh, I forgot to go werewolf build. I gotta show this off. Now let's go kill someone. That's Swashbuckling Fox's favorite hero, by the way. But yeah, the Twitch integration, I'll work on that next year, and I want to get feedback from streamers on what they would like to see. So you can have players controlling the rules of the game. Yeah, there's that, but and also viewers being part of the crowd at the top of the screen, actually being a virtual presence in the game, doing shout-outs and cheers. And that's Verge Quest. Thanks for the raid. You caught me just in time. I was playing a little bit here. So for those of you don't know, Matt's Birch Quest is another game developer. Let's go ahead and give them a shout-out real quick. I wasn't even going to stream tonight. I was tired, and I don't even stream on Tuesdays. And I was just like, I'm going to do this ball kick thing. I want to work on the game a bit.
Hey, Shara, happy birthday. All the people who are in her room, you gotta treat her well, because it's her birthday. Also, since I live in the future, I can guarantee, I'm telling you now, that this coming year is going to be so much better than the last year. I know it. I've seen it.
Yes, that's it.
Either way, this is for you. Happy birthday. Okay, cool. Is that good? You like that?
That was cool. Also, Jem, I think I found what I wanted. We got some glow pads here to check out. I wonder, I'll have to look into these. But before I dig into these, I want to play one more match for the Raiders and show them what the game is about. So setting the table here. Hey, welcome. That's that blue text on the black. I can hardly read it. Escamina, welcome. So basically I am a AAA developer by day and an indie developer by night and weekends. And I'm working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of the Heroes. And I'll show you, let's go in the deserts. And I've been working on this for almost 4 years. Hope to get it out by next summer, following Next Fest, following the demo. It's currently in playtest right now. You can actually go to the store page right now and get a copy if you want. And there's the link there. You can get it right now and play it tonight if you want. It's up to you. All right, I'm gonna be Tonde this time. So you got 9 heroes to choose from, 3 forwards who run the ball, 3 midfielders who support the forwards and the defense, and 3 defenders who are slower but stronger. And this is a desert map. See the audience sitting in the background there? I'd like the Twitch viewers to actually have a presence in that crowd if I can. That would be awesome. I can even do it on this stream once I have it working. This is Battle Soccer, kind of a Warcraftian kind of look to it. Might need some voiceovers in the future. And sandworm. Get that sandworm. Yes, there are creatures on the field, because why just have a field alone when you can have creatures on it? All right, and now he's going to pull in. He's sucking in the enemies, so it's harder for them to reach. See, she's running. She's getting stuck. He's getting stuck. So yeah, there's meta games in some of these moves. I think that they really add to the game. As long as you're not too invasive, that's the downside. So you have my abilities here as heroes. Oh, no you don't. Oh, I missed. Okay, I'm going to defend my teammates. Get back over there. Sandworm again. You know, if I can get to my teammate, defend them. Oh, yep. So now I got a shield on them. They're stronger, more defended for a few seconds. Appreciate you going through them once more for the Raiders. Yeah, always. Last night I got raided and I was so in the zone I didn't even notice. I felt terrible. But yeah, I really try to engage with Raiders and with viewers. I'm getting better at multitasking on that, and it's going to really come necessary. Oh yeah, that's really going to come in handy as I get more viewers and more playtests going. So yeah, I mean, at my first few streams I was just kind of heads down. Trying to understand the whole flow. And I do believe some streamers still do that, heads down by choice. All right, I'm going to switch heroes. I'm going to be melee hero. I like to be Latunia this time. Melee hero. They're a little faster. They have this sick melee attacks. I still got it. Sometimes the AI just... Oh, got it. Yeah, the AI isn't perfect, but they're pretty far. They're pretty advanced. All right, let's have at it. Oh, let's action over here. Oh, I got tackled. If you look closely, I've actually added some stylized kicking. So you may see heroes kick a little more flair. Got him. Uh-oh, now the sandworm's got me. You can see him trying to get away. Alright. Oh, no. I couldn't even... Alright, let's do this. Oh, nice catch. Oh, there, I just muted him, so he cannot use his abilities for a few seconds. Now let me buff my teammates, because remember, midfielders are buff their teammates, so let me... Oh! Couldn't make it in time. Nope. Ah! Pulled in. Here. Oh! I missed. Oh yeah, but now I'm faster because of the buff I have. I meant to buff them, but I got buffed. The speed buff could be a game changer, by the way. I've seen playtesters make goals because they were speed buffed. There, I muted him, so he can't use any of his powers on me. Sam again. So yeah, we got this. We got Spark Ball, which is coming out next year as well. We got Mega Strikers. We also have a new Rocket League game, but it's like bugs, Beetle Ball or something, I think. So there's a couple of these coming out next year. And yeah, the competition will make the games better. I think, as long as the developers are up to it. One thing I try to do is try to listen carefully to feedback. Even if I don't agree with it, I want to hear them out. I want to try to understand why the feedback is what it is. And because players who give you feedback want to help improve the game. If they don't care, then you won't get any feedback. And feedback is appreciated. And yeah, sometimes it kills me to be over almost 4 years into it and having to change some basic core gameplay mechanics, but if they make the game better, then I gotta do it. And it doesn't matter how long they've been, the old ones have been in. So, and we got this arena. That victory screen's gonna change too, though. I got MVP. I don't know if those games will have MVP or not. I think ours will, and it's going to be great. So that's Field of Heroes. Again, hoping to release middle of next year. In the meantime, I'm also dividing my time up between streaming, development, marketing, making marketing content, posting it, and all that. But Christmas is around the corner, and I want to rest. So I'm going to be doing some of this work throughout this week and then maybe early next week. But after that, I'm going to take a break. All right, so here's what we got. So I want to, I'm adding support for having the players control how far the ball goes when they kick. And I've got the basic framework working right now. I'll show you that in a second when it comes up. And let's check out Mega Kitty, by the way. He's still sleeping there. I need to work on a reward where I will play a random clip of her for some channel points. I think that'd be fun. I haven't figured it out yet. I got to figure out how to play random clips. So while waiting on that, I'll entertain us with another picture of my cat when she's up and about. Her name's Missy. She's about 11 years old now. She still acts like she's 5. She loves sunlight. One of my favorites. Probably my favorite. Also, I also want to let you all know that the unofficial soda of this channel is Coca-Cola, and Missy approves. So anyway, show you the what I just getting working here. So as you saw when I was playing just now, it was a single mouse click to kick the ball. It was always at the same kick impulse power. I'm changing that so that you have more control over how much kick impulse power you have. This line will tell you where the ball is going to go, like this. And then you kick. Let's see if I can get like that. And there you go. I think that was off a tiny bit, but try it again. So as you see the line grow like that, it shows how much power you're going to kick with, like that. So the ball's going to try to land near the cursor, if you're kicking near the cursor there. So it's coming together pretty good. Oh, I just caught it again. Yep. So this is one of the advantages of doing this is when you have the ball, your running speed is slower because you possess the ball. But if you kick it ahead like this, then you can take advantage of a faster running speed. Maybe. I got to work this out. Or you know what? Maybe that's not going to work. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it feels in the play test. So yeah, again, we'll see how it fares in the play test. And I'm going to make it so if you keep holding down, you can do a power kick and kick at up to double your speed. So that's what we got going. So now here's the thing. Right now the trail is a debug line. This just won't do. We got to do something better than the debug line. Therefore, enter fab. And actually, this looks better. So how does this work? Now, first of all, is this dynamic? Can I change this in the game? Is this ever going to play? Okay, so we got the styles. But can I define the trail real time is the question. Not looking good. Well, maybe. No. Let's see how this does. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, so is it dynamic? Manually create in the editor or generate them at runtime using point arrays. Okay. So now the big question is, what's the performance? And I don't think I'm going to know that until I get it. So I like this. I think I'm going in on this. So I'm going to copy this link and hang on to that. I still need to solve the issue though of changing your running speed as you use it, and I may need to do that offline. But I do have the framework set up now, and that's what I really wanted to get done tonight. And by the way, this is the I don't really show this off much. This is the practice field. It is a this will come with the game, and you can try different things here. Like for instance, here we have the weapon range. It'll tell you how much damage you're doing. I'm going to clean those numbers up, but you can see that. You can use your abilities as well there. You can do skirmishes with enemies. It'll spawn a random enemy. Just loading a few things. Let's practice your skirmishing there. Yeah. You can also despawn them as well. You can also test your kicking. So this hero doesn't have the power kicks yet. So we're going to... Or have the new kicking setups. This is still the old kick setup. Alright, scored a goal. Come back. There we go. So, yep, this is the practice field. And then, of course, the kicking range. So, yep, it's needs a little more polish for sure. But it's coming along really nicely. It will be in the next playtest update. So the next update is going to be in probably mid-January. I'm going to put out a new playtest build with a bunch of changes to it and the new kicking. And what was I going to say? You can again access. You can get the playtest right now if you want. You just go to the Steam page listed in the chat and just grab it and send me your feedback. I read the feedback, and I won't promise I will do everything, but I will definitely read it. And if it wasn't for the player feedback, I think the release would be a disaster. So, because of your input and your support, I think this game has a chance. I'm not shooting for Game of the Year. I just want to make a good, fun, solid game, and with a positive rating. That's all I really want. So, that being said, back to the music. Let's see, what's my looking at here? So it's been about. I should try to stream longer, but I think I want to go heads down for a little bit and solve some problems offline. And it's also getting late where I am. I want to relax a bit for the night. Actually, I woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning because I was thinking about my game, and I couldn't get back to sleep for an hour. So I'm actually want to catch up on sleep too. So I'm going to find someone to raid us off to. Usually another developer who's streaming. Lots of talented streamers there. And it looks like we got Swashbuckling Foxes streaming. So let's go pay them a visit. I like raiding them. So let's do raid. Alright, raid has been started. Thanks everyone for stopping by. I will be off next week on vacation. I don't know if I'll do another bonus stream before Friday. We'll see about that. Maybe I give it a 30% chance I'll stream again this week. Because I got stuff to do. I got to start packing for my Christmas break and so on. And I may stream once before New Year's though. After when I'm back home. So thanks again everyone for your support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your feedback. And thanks for everything else and the raids. And I will catch you all in my next stream. It could be the Monday after Christmas. We'll see. That's probably what we're going to do. But until then, everyone have a happy holidays, and I will catch you later.